Hey everybody, John L here. So a while ago I was looking through the internet at lists of difficult games, and especially for the Nintendo, the lists were pretty similar. It had a lot of titles like Mega Man and Battletoads, games that people are pretty familiar with for their difficulty. On one list I saw Contra, and of course it mentioned beating it with the 3 lives rather than using the Konami code. And it kind of struck me because I never thought of Contra as really that difficult of a game, although I had just spent a lot of time as a kid beating it with the Konami code with friends and all that kind of stuff. So recently I kind of made it a goal to beat Contra with 3 lives, and that's what this video is about. So we're not using the Konami code. And not 3 lives, just in general. I believe you get 3 continues, so we'll use those. The condition is just that we beat the game without using the Konami code. So I did it literally earlier today, so hopefully I can just kind of redo it. Oh, well, whatever. Redo it with recording. There we go. So I'm going to play this straight through. I'm not gonna stop for level breaks and all that kind of stuff like that, because this is a challenge. And I'm not gonna worry about doing too much commentary because I only have 3 lives, and yeah, it's gonna be difficult. Again, I don't think the game's that hard, but especially if you played it a lot, which I feel like I've played it a lot. So a lot is just getting the spread and keeping the spread, and you know, just hoping the enemies just kind of don't surprise you. Some kind of weird way. So actually it's kind of funny, when I was beating this earlier in the day, I had a lot of guys who were ducking, and I didn't even know the guys could duck. Or I just hadn't really noticed it or something. I don't know. I mean, I guess maybe when you're more concerned about not dying, things you notice. So I think getting through the first few stages should be pretty okay. I mean, I can usually make it through the first 3 without too much of a problem. So it's these levels that require a lot of concentration for me, because those guys will just shoot, and it's all about kind of keeping that rhythm of like ducking. Also, you don't want to shoot the red guys once you get the spread, because then you'll lose the spread. And this game is all about keeping the spread. So this first corridor level 4 is like this also, but it's pretty easy because the guys don't really throw the bombs at you, and there's not as many of these barrels on the floor. But you have to watch out for stuff like that. Oh my god. Oh, damn it. Alright. Too much talking. Fireball's not actually bad for the boss, but I actually like machine gun more. So if you had spread, you can just stand on the eagle and shoot up and you're pretty okay, but I think we're gonna be okay anyways, hopefully. So if we rack up some extra lives, that'd be cool. Because maybe then I wouldn't need to use a continue, but who knows. My biggest problem is the ducking. Because the game does feature 8 directions, but the ducking you need to be, like, perfect with. You can only press down. If you press left or right, like at all, then he'll stand up and start moving, and he'll usually just move into gunfire, which is not good. Alright, that's cool, we got an extra life. Okay, we're okay as long as we don't jump. So my first bit of trouble is usually this boss, which is actually a big deal, because going into 4 with and without the spreader is like night and day for me. Take your time. Alright, cool, we're good. That's good. Alright, so this corridor level is much more difficult. So I'm probably not going to talk a lot. Cool. And we picked up another life. Alright, cool. always worried about those guys when they shoot. Because, like, their bullets just have a way of kind of, like, sneaking up on me. Cool. Took a while. Alright. I'm nervous. Oh shit. So this boss gives me problems just because there's a bunch of guys like flying around and stuff like that. If I can get into like level 5 with a spreader, I'd be kind of surprised. Whoa! Holy crap. Hit the mic there a little bit, but fine. Come on. I want these bastards to die. There we go. Come on. Alright, alright. Okay, this is good. Although I can almost guarantee that I'm gonna die here in the ice field or whatever. So this is where ducking starts factoring in like a lot more. And guys start coming from all sides and guys start shooting at you and stuff like that. Like, a lot of enemies will just run around, like, in the beginning of the game, but... I don't know what that is, I don't care. So the bombs aren't that big of a deal. You guys will just kind of pop on the screen and shoot at you. It's kind of cool. Whoa, 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 whoa. Alright. Dude over here. Alright, so now is the first of the trucks. After this guy. See, they just sneak in. So you want to make your way all the way back and just hit the button once to turn. Because, like, if that thing hits you, you die and you lose the spreader. And it's terrible. So good. So they sneak some of those, like, turret guys in here. Hope that was enough. Alright, cool. So guys will be coming from both directions. Spreader helps a lot also because it kills enemies faster. And you're more vulnerable. Whoa. have to spend time ducking and shooting at someone. There's another guy. I can't remember. Alright. There we go. Not hard, but like a lot easier with the spreader. That's the first time I think I've ever made it through like stage 5 without having lost a spreader. Alright. So we'll see how this goes. So I want to kill guys too, so you get some extra lives here. Heart is beating kind of fast right now. Oh, son of a bitch. Alright, well that makes this easier. But that means we just need to... be more careful. Always look at the barrier going. Alright. See, these guys start ducking and shooting and all this stuff. It's just insane. Ah! See, that's what I'm talking about with the ducking. Son of a bitch. That's what I'm also talking about the spreader being able to kill enemies faster. Alright, so... I don't know if there's any of those guys here. No, okay, so it's just the boss. Alright. Whoa. Come on. Alright, that wasn't great, but that wasn't bad. Okay, I think this is the hardest level. If we can get to stage 8, should be okay. Fireball is not bad here. There's this guy on the ledge, and we can kill him with Fireball. Alright. Great. Alright. Come on. God. Oh my gosh! What does R do? I thought it just gives you the regular shot again. least is kind of like quiet over here. Alright, let's get a barrier. That helps. I'm gonna run through this stuff. So there's one more spreader, and we'll see if we can get it. Machine gun, and then... Yes! Now I just need to make this jump. Yes! Alright, that's good. That helps. Whoa. Away from me, dude. Alright, and this place... But I know that they have these guys over here. Whoa. Come on. I have like a hell of these guys over here. Oh god. Alright, cool. What? Alright, well this is the boss. And there's a spreader in level 8, so... Okay, we're doing good. 6 lives. That actually was a really good run. Alright. Alright, cool. And level 8, in my opinion, is not that hard. I'm doing too well shooting these little aliens, though. Come on. Come on. Especially when you have to be so precise with the controls. And like your hands are getting like slippery because of once those things pick up speed, they're kind of a pain in the butt. Yes. Okay. Alright, and another extra life. Alright, we are like right there. Alright. Whoa! Alright. Yes. Contra, no continues, and just 3 lives, so... Just a lot of practice. Yeah, the first few levels are not really much of a challenge, because again, I feel like I've played everything up to like the ice stage just a ton, and then just practicing 6 through 8, and 8's not even that hard really. So actually, I know that Super Contra is one of the Nintendo Power cover games that I'm gonna have to be playing, and I think that game is way harder. So, and I know the Contra code only gives you like 10 lives for that one, and from what I can remember playing it when I was younger, I didn't get too far with those 10 lives. So I think the early Contra is actually like way easier, but we'll see. Maybe after I practice Super Contra a bit, it'll get a little bit easier. But anyways, yeah, so that's Contra with 3 lives, you know, just not using the Konami code, and beat with 1 continue. So thanks for checking it out, and I'll catch you guys later.